Most people fail at their goals before January even ends. But if you follow this guide, 2026 can be your most productive and fulfilling year yet. This is not something that you're gonna put off until tomorrow or the next day or the next day or the next year. This is something that you're going to implement today. Because if you don't implement it today, you will never implement it. You've had the same goals for the last few years and you're not getting anywhere. Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Kayla, and on this channel, we are all about activating your higher self. So if that's something that you're trying to do in 2026, I highly recommend you stay tuned to the end of this video and get a pen and a paper because you're gonna need to take notes for all the tips I'm about to give you. So before we get started in today's video, I wanted to thank today's sponsor, Ayana Crystals. Ayana Crystals is a beautiful, intentional company. They have these lockets and I'm absolutely obsessed with them. I have never felt a necklace be so magical in my life, and this is exactly why you need it. These are not just necklaces. They are lockets that you can set an intention for and manifest your dreams, which is perfect for today's video and manifesting your dreams in 2026. There are 3 lockets. One is for abundance, one is for love, and one is for success. And they each have different crystals on them. The one that I'm wearing is for abundance. It comes in a little box like this. It says Ayana Crystals on it. They're also based in Bali. So these are handcrafted lockets in Bali and they ship all across the US. And it's so special to me because I've been living in Bali for at least 4 months. I'm actually in Thailand now, but I will be going back to Bali in a couple weeks. And I'm so excited because I'm going to stay another 2 months there. I absolutely love Bali. It's such a magical, sacred land. There is a reason why they call it Island of the Gods. And I think it's just so beautiful that these are made in Bali. And also they have bamboo flowers that are blessed by shamans in Bali. This is what the bamboo flower looks like. And what you do is you take a petal off, sit there with your intention and just breathe in, breathe out, and really feel your intention for the new year. The next step is to write down your intention. It could be 1 intention, it could be 2, it could be 3. They are like a little smaller, so you either have to have small writing if you want multiple intentions, or you could just write 1 big intention. I put 2 on here for some financial goals that I have, and I'm super excited to watch them manifest. I already feel the energy of it, so I'm super excited. You put it inside of the locket and then you wear it, and it's a subconscious reminder of your intention. It's the perfect way to manifest your goals for the new year. And right now they're actually having a deal for 20% off during the month of December. You might want to hop on it, and they also have crystals as well. So not just lockets, they have crystals too. I'll leave the link down below, and the discount link will also be down below as well. Thank you so much to Ayana Crystals for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get into your 2026 guide for success. First, get crystal clear on what you want, because vague goals lead to vague results. I want you to break down your life into 5 categories, being health, career, finances, relationships, and personal hobbies. And then write down in a journal what success looks like in each of those 5 areas of your life. Now, this is a very powerful step, but knowing what you want isn't enough. Now, if you don't know why you want it, you will give up the moment it starts to get hard. So after you write down what you want, I want you to link each goal to an emotional why. Why are you doing this? Why are you going to the gym? Why do you want to manifest love into your life? Why are you starting these new hobbies? Write down the why as to why you want to achieve these goals. And then ask yourself, why does this matter to me so much? What will achieving this goal allow me to feel or become? Then write your goals in a way that rewires your brain to start achieving them automatically. Now, I want you to use present tense and with positive statements. Instead of I want to speak better, you will write I am a confident speaker. Do you see the difference in an energy shift there? When you say you want something, it means that you're lacking it. It means that you want to get there. You want to be a confident speaker, but you're not actually embodying it. When you say, I am a confident speaker, you then start to embody that version of you. Now, this kind of ties into my favorite manifestation tip, and it's called scripting. Now, if you're not familiar with scripting, to give you the gist of it, it's pretty much where you write down your dream life as if it's already happened, and you write it with gratitude and with the emotions that you would have if that was your reality. For example, when I was manifesting living in Bali, I would write down in my scripting journal, I would say, I'm so grateful to be in Bali. I love riding in the scooter with my boyfriend every day, and I love going out to eat and it being less than $5 and having a beautiful paradise sunset on the beach every single night. Like, I would write those things down as if it was happening, and this was when I was living back in Florida. So write down your dream life as if it already exists and write it down with gratitude. I actually have an entire video on scripting. I'll link it down below. There is a completely new way that I do scripting now, so I think I might want to refilm a video like that. So let me know in the comments if you want to see that, because this is the most powerful manifesting technique I've ever done, and my clients have seen such amazing results from it as well. Like, my client Stephanie was able to get a modeling opportunity, and she got to go to San Diego, and my client Scene started women's circles. It's just been so amazing to witness my clients transform their lives from something that is so simple. All it is writing down your manifestations as if they already came true. And this is the perfect way to rewire your subconscious mind. Now, next is to become the person who already has achieved your goals. The secret to achieving your goals isn't by working harder. It's by becoming the person who naturally achieves them. Now, this is where you're gonna wanna identify your daily habits, thoughts, and emotions for future you. Now, what is the future version of yourself thinking, feeling, and acting on a daily basis? And compare that to how you have been thinking, feeling, and acting throughout this year. Your thoughts, feelings, and actions all lead you to your reality. So how can you change your thought patterns, your feelings, and your actions to match the reality of your dreams? Now, start acting as that version of yourself today. And you can start small. You can start with a small little habit, such as going to the gym for 5 minutes. If one of your goals is to get a big juicy booty, are you going to do that by sitting on the couch doing nothing all day? No, you're gonna do that by getting up, going to the gym, and doing some squats. So if you feel like that version of yourself is so far away from you and you can't really adjust to being that girl with the big juicy booty, start by just doing squats for 5 minutes a day. I used to work at Planet Fitness, and I used to tan a lot. I used to be a lot tanner than I am now. But I used to go in the stand-up tanning bed and I would just do squats the entire time I was in there for either 5 minutes or 9 minutes, however long I was in there. I would do squats the whole time and my booty grew. And it was while doing something that I would have done anyways. Had I not been doing the squats, I would have just been standing there bored. Try to implement things into your life along with the things that you already do on a daily basis. Now, here's the fun part, and it's to create a vision board that reflects your new identity. I hate to break it to you, but most vision boards don't work. Here's how to make one that's actually going to transform your life. What most people do is they'll put things on their vision board of the end result, right? They'll put a big juicy booty on their vision board. They'll put the nice car on their vision board. They'll put the money on their vision board. They'll put the house on their vision board, but they don't actually put the thoughts, feelings, and actions that it took to get to that version of themselves. Instead of only putting the results on your vision board this year, it is crucial to include the thoughts, feelings, and actions of the person you are about to become, not just the end result. For example, putting photos on your vision board that include like disciplined routines, healthy meals, a girl working on her laptop, being productive. Don't just put down money or a house. Get specific on how you are actually going to achieve those goals. A lot of people in the manifestation space on YouTube will tell you that you don't need to know how you're going to reach your goals. And while that may be true to a certain extent when you're just starting out and you're just starting to visualize, there's a lot of things that you do know the how. You do know the how you're going to get a big juicy booty. It's either going to be a BBL or you're going to work for it. So choose which one you want and put it on your vision board of the how process. A girl going to the gym, lifting weights, a girl going to Pilates. Put the how out on your vision board, not just the end result. And hang it up somewhere where you're gonna see it every single day. I don't have a physical vision board anymore because I'm traveling. So what I do is I put one on my phone and one on my laptop background, and it works just as well. Putting one on your phone, I highly recommend it because you look at that thing all day, every day, and it really helps your subconscious mind to manifest and take the aligned action towards your goals. So highly recommend that. When you make your vision board, be sure to put the how picture. Now, after you're done with your vision board, I want you to set up a system that helps you stay on track. I used to be so like head in the clouds and like, I don't know how it's gonna manifest, or I don't know when it's gonna manifest, but I know it is. And I would just be like airy-fairy, non-practical ways of manifestation, which can work in some cases. However, here's the practical steps in order to get there. Now, if your goals are not part of your daily system, they are only wishful thinking. Now, here is a way to never forget your goals again. I want you to get a planner, get a 2026 planner, or get an undated planner. However, if you're just starting out with planners, like physical ones, honestly, I would suggest a dated one because it's gonna hold you accountable to the days. Get a dated planner for 2026. This can be such a fun process. Like, I remember like in the States, I would go to Barnes and Noble and I would get a fun little planner, or I would order one on Amazon, or, you know, wherever, and make sure like you really, really like it. Like, you like the cover, you like the inside of it looks structured in a way that's going to work well for you. If you like time blocking things, it has a time block area. I don't really do that, but like what I do is like a daily to-do list each day, and then a to-do list for the week. And from the week, I implement those into my daily to-do list. So I got one that really benefited me that way. And you know, you can get a manifestation planner. There's so many different kinds of planners you can get, and it can be such a fun process to go and shop for your planner. A lot of people just use like a digital planner on their phone. That really doesn't work for me, to be honest. I really like physical things. I like writing things down. Call me old-fashioned. I don't really care. I love writing things down in a planner. It just makes me feel so good, and it makes me feel like I'm present in this physical reality too, because everything is so digital nowadays, and I just love having a physical planner. So get a planner, whether it be physical or digital. Put down your most important tasks each day that are going to lead you to your goals. You don't have to do all of the things at once, right? Like, this is not about racing to the finish line in one day. This is a journey, and I want you to enjoy the journey of who you're becoming in the process, because that's honestly the most fun part about it, is the journey to get there. I want you to break your goals into tiny, achievable steps. Now, breaking your goals into small steps is the difference between starting and actually finishing. Now, I want you to use the system SMART. What SMART stands for is the S stands for specific. Set a specific goal. The M stands for measurable. Make sure you can measure this goal. Do 15,000 steps a day. Make sure that it has some sort of number attached to it to measure your goal. A is going to be achievable. You're not going to get a big juicy booty in 1 week. It's just not going to happen. So make sure that these steps are achievable steps, and you're not going to burn yourself out and do 1,000 squats in one day. Now, the R stands for relevant. Make sure it's relevant to your end goal. Make sure these steps are relevant to what it is that you actually want to do in your life. Is this just a for now thing, or is this long term? The T stands for time bound. Set a date as to when you want to achieve this goal. When do you want to start seeing results in your booty? Is it 3 months? Is it 6 months? Make sure you write down the time of when you really want to start to see a difference. Why am I going off of the big juicy booty thing? I don't know. It's kind of funny, so I'm just rolling with it. Now, most people only celebrate their wins when they achieve the big thing, but I want you to celebrate your small wins. Did you do those 50 squats today? Did you walk those 15,000 steps today? Celebrate it with a little treat, or celebrate it with being able to watch a TV show at night. Give yourself a small little reward for actually doing the thing that you said you were gonna do. This is going to train your brain to want to achieve more, because you're always gonna be giving yourself a reward for it. I'm not telling you to go get a Louis Vuitton bag. That's not what we're doing here, okay? But do something small for yourself, like go get some ice cream, or, you know, take yourself out to a nice meal, or even just relax and read a book for the evening. This is going to help you maintain the motivation to actually achieve your goals. Now it's time to review, reflect, and pivot when needed. Even the most disciplined people hit walls. Here's how to reflect, pivot, and double down instead of quitting. Now, I want you to regularly review your progress. Each week, I want you to sit down and see how many goals did you actually tick off your checklist for the week on your planner. Like, did you miss some? Were you able to complete all of them? Were you able to complete some? This is gonna be very important information. Now, adjust your strategy if something isn't working. Maybe the steps that you're taking towards your goals are too big for you. Maybe 100 squats a day is just way too much and you need to start small. Really see what is and isn't working for you and see why. Like, is there friction towards you doing the squats? Why is there friction? Maybe even set out your workout clothes the day before you're supposed to work out the next day, and maybe that could reduce the friction a little bit. Pay attention to what is working and double down on it. So this is a habit that I used to do constantly, and it was when I saw something was working in my life or like my business, or I'd see like a video get 20,000 views, which is like a good amount for me, I would be like, oh, that video did really well. I don't really need to put that much effort into the next ones. No, that's so stupid. Why would I think that? If something's working, double down on it. Do exactly what you did and implement it into the next thing that you do and continue to do it. If something is working in your strategy, that is not an excuse to slow down. That's actually an excuse to speed up. Next is to reinforce your new identity. Success isn't about just hitting a goal. It's about becoming the person who actually has it. Here is how to make that identity permanent. Ask yourself this question before every decision. Is this something the most successful version of me would do? And then you will have your answer. And make your new behaviors of your new identity non-negotiables. Your identity is what drives your results. So there's actually this app. It's called Habit. There's a bunch of different habit apps. I use the one Habit. Really good for if you're implementing new habits. And so use an app to track your habits, or you could use it on your planner. Totally up to you. But an app is good because it sends you notifications. And make these habits non-negotiables in your new identity. This is not something that you're gonna put off until tomorrow or the next day or the next day or the next year. This is something that you're going to implement today. Because if you don't implement it today, you will never implement it. You've had the same goals for the last few years and you're not getting anywhere. So what you need to do is actually start making a change and actually stick to the habits and the promises that you make to yourself. Because when you don't stick to this, you lose your self-trust. This is something I covered in my last video, but you need to start implementing the new promises that you're making to yourself in order to keep that self-trust. Your identity is what drives your results, so become it. Now, the last thing that I want to cover is how to automate success and celebrate your new normal. I don't want you to click off this video and then just kind of take a few things here and there and then just like forget the rest, or say, oh yeah, these things would be nice, let me like maybe try some of those, or just forget all of them. No, you're actually going to implement all of the things that I said in this video at one point or another. What is the ultimate secret to making success effortless? It's to automate it. Set it up once and let it run on autopilot. Automate your habits like savings, meal prepping, and make high achieving behaviors your minimum standard. That way, regression is not an option. Now, these are the new standards that you're setting for yourself, and they're not unachievable standards. They are the bare minimum of what you are going to be doing for the next year and for the rest of your life, because this is not just for 1 month or 1 year. This is a lifestyle. Now, I want you to celebrate your new normal. This is your new normal. This is your new life. This is your new identity. So celebrate it. Take yourself out to a nice dinner and just go on a date with your new identity. How does it feel? And I want you to journal what it's like to be this new version of yourself. Now you know the system: clarity, identity, and action. The only thing left is to start. Now, starting today, I want you to implement one of these tips that I gave you in today's video. And I want you to share one of your New Year's goals in the comments so we can all hype each other up and congratulate each other on becoming our newest, best, highest self. Now, don't forget to subscribe down below for more videos on how to become the best version of yourself, and be sure to check out my last video on 5 practices for self-love. Now, thank you so much to Ayana Crystals for sponsoring today's video, and thank you for tuning in and watching today's video. I will see you in the next one. Bye!